Hey, Tony Gas here, popping in. Now, I want to talk about this because I was talking earlier today, and we were talking about somebody. I was talking about the college football player that's like the best player in college football, Travis Hunter, and there's been a lot of talk around him and his girlfriend or fiance. Maybe I'm not sure, but in their relationship and everybody analyzing it. And I don't, so this isn't really about them or her, but it's just a thought because this is a thing. And we done talked about it a little bit with the is it the trophy wife, and she did the video, my husband, oh, I married a monster, and then all the different women that's teaching women how to like play on men and how to pick a man, how to choose a man with money and things of that nature. So wanting to touch on that. Now, before we get into that, make sure you visit TonyGasacademy.com because the This Is My Year 2025 course, which will be 31 videos for the month of January, where it's intended for you to watch one video a day, kick your year off to the greatest start ever. Make sure you get that. It's only $25. And so I just basically giving away for free. But make sure you get in the pre-order so that you could lock in that price before it changes on January 1st. Now back to the topic. This is one thing that I want women to understand is you cannot fool a man. Like deep down, he knows who he is and he knows what he can get. Again, I'm not talking about the couple, that just what inspired the thought. And the reason why it inspired it is the young lady said that at first he wasn't her type. And then after a little bit or whatever, then she gave him a chance. And so my thing is, if he wasn't her type, and let's say she told her homegirl, "Oh, girl, this dude keep trying to shoot his shot, and what's his name?" Well, okay, well, what do he do? Like, he played high school football. Was this high school? Was this college? What do he do? Oh, look, he ranked number one in the state. Oh, is he number one in the country? Oh, like, did something like that happen concerning that situation? Now, I don't know. We don't know what her thought process was. Now, one of the things that I've seen as a life coach and as a matchmaker, celebrity matchmaker, I've seen women be shown a man, think that the man is unattractive, and then find out what he does for a living or how much he earns, and then all of a sudden flips their decision and decides to be with the man. As this is adults now, so I'm not talking about that other couple because I think they could have probably been high school or something or early college, who knows. But I say that to say that's something that you have to be very careful of as a woman. If you choose a man based on his job title, his status, his connections, his money. I know it's like this selection process where we choose people for certain things, but you have to be careful with that. And the reason being is because a man is already insecure to a degree. Some men are very insecure. Most men don't put themselves on a high horse. Most men don't think very highly of themselves. Most men already kind of look down on themselves and question their worth and question who they are, in the world, question how other people see them. So being that that's the case, if you get with a man that's and is questionable on if you're his type or not, then that man may start to look at you and say something ain't right here. And that's the reason why I believe a lot of men who are with a woman who is out of their looks range, a lot of those men will cheat. And a lot of times they'll cheat because deep down they feel like that woman is only with them for their name, their brand, their fame, their money, their connections, their status, their title. And so they don't take the woman serious and they'll cheat on the woman out of retaliation. And a lot of time, or they will do something else to that woman. And I remember sometimes women take this out of context. and think that it means that's what a woman deserves because she chose a man with money. It's not what you deserve, it's what you could end up getting, because that man has resentment towards you, or he gets with you for a certain thing. Like, let's say this man is a pervert and he finds out that, yes, he has a lot of money, but he finds out you have a daughter or you have a son if he into same gender. And now he feels like if he could get close to you, get you in, he knows what type of women he's been able to get in the past. If you're far more pretty than women he's been able to get in the past, he already is going to be skeptical. And this, unfortunately, shoots women in the foot who give unattractive men a chance. Because one of the things I ask women to do is judge a man by his character. So in judging a man by his character, he may not look the way you want him to look, but his character is so amazing, so impeccable, you give him a chance. And so when I ask women to do that, a lot of times women get mad and say, "Oh, Tony, you asking me to settle." You're not actually settling if you choose a man with impeccable character. Now, you settling if you choose a man who you're not attracted to, but he got a bunch of money, because his money has nothing to do with his character. In most cases, like, because men without character could still make money. But if you choose a man based on his character, now you're not settling. That's actually a come up, because you partnering with that man. Now that man gonna be able to make any amount of money he can dream of, that y'all could dream of, because y'all now are partners and you able to move forward. So I say that to say you got to think about this, and you have to understand that when you see a man and you don't like the way he looks, you might not like his nose, you might not like his skin color, you might not like his eyes, you might not like his hair, you might not like his cheekbones, you might not like his chin, and you like, not really my type. Like, really ain't into his complexion, or really ain't into his features. But then you go to digging and you go to looking and you like, oh, he is the son of the owner of Ralph's or Kroger's or Publix. Oh, okay, all right, I could make an exception. And now you circle back. Hey, how are you? He ain't dumb. You already done brushed him to the side. You know, already kicked him to the curb. He know who he is. He know a little Google search to let you know he number one in this, or he number one in that, or he the heir to this, or he the heir to that. And so now he like, okay, yeah, uh-huh. And so I want you to think about this and kind of start to really look into it. Like, for example, and it happens both ways. Men do it to women as well too. Like, one thing I could guarantee you is that a black man who looked like and built like the Kardashians' security guard never in a million years is attracted to a woman who looked like the Kardashians' mama. But because she got that amount of money, oh, anything will go. Anything will go. And so, cause that you're not finna be tall and muscular and choose an older white woman just off of pure looks or just pure connection. No, that bag. And so the same thing happens. So if you start to look at these celebrity couples, you analyze them, very rarely do you see that they actually a legitimate fit. Like, they intended to be together, like at their bare essence, like with no money, with no fame, they would still be a match. Very rarely do you see that. But when a woman taking a look at a man's status, like, nothing against Jay-Z in a literal sense, nothing against him. But I seen a picture where he had on shorts, and it was kind of like, it was almost like he was bow-legged, knock-kneed, and lock-kneed at the same time, and real skinny leg. Woman really just ain't attracted to that, honestly. Give me 1 second, my son text. Woman really ain't attracted to that. And then if a certain type of look, if he have a certain type of look and she just ain't normally into that look, then think about that. But biggest number one in the game, it's like, and then next thing you know, the man turn around and he cheat on the woman. The reason why the man is not the only reason why he cheat on her, but he doesn't feel like it's super authentic. If he wasn't able to get a woman that talented or with that particular look before he had money and fame. Men know that deep down. So although I'm not a proponent of preferences and people being too caught up in preferences, don't change your preferences because someone has money. Change your preferences because of the season you're in your life. Change your preferences because of your personal life and experiences. So if you say, my preferences are changing because I'm 40 now, or I'm 50 now, and not 20 or 30. Change your preferences because of you. Don't have these preferences on how you want a man to look, dress, talk, smell, and you like none of that about him, or only one of the things about him. You don't like enough about him, but now when you see what he's worth or what he does or who he is or who he connected to, position, status, title, now you're like, I think I could do it. I think I could do it. And I'm going to and don't worry about what men doing. One of the dumbest things that humans do is do something because the opposite gender is doing it. If you do that, put some baby powder in your hand and slap yourself. That's dumb. That's one of the dumbest things I see. Well, Tony, that's exactly what men do. Okay, do you like that they do that? No, you don't. Do you think that's smart? Do you think that's wise? Do you think that's mature? So then why would you copy a dummy? If you copy a dummy, that make you dumb too. If you copy somebody that's immature, that make you immature too. I always hear women say, well, men do it. That's what men do. Men sleep around. Men do this. Men do that. Okay, that's dumb. We do a lot of dumb stuff. Why do you want to be dumb too? That don't make any sense. You got to think about this now. So as you think about this, now you get to take the high road. So I want you to ask yourself, are you with a man because of what he could do for you? And if you with him because of his money and because of what he can do for you, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get played. Eventually, he's going to figure it out. Eventually, he's going to find out. And what he does in retaliation, in return, for you trying to play him, it may be irreparable. So never make the mistake of changing your preferences or changing your standards because of what a man can do for you. Always be willing to stand on your own 2 feet. And that's one thing now that I notice about some women, and I can't say all women now, and it really depends on, a lot of times what I notice, it depends on if the woman come from poverty or not. If a woman come from poverty or scarcity, a lot of times I notice she just want financial security. The man could look like chewed up bubble gum and she'll be with him. He could be big as the Empire State Building and she'll be with him. He could be dumb as a box of rocks and she'll be with him because she want financial security. She come from poverty, scarcity, or something. She'll be with him. And then one of the things I notice, and I love it and I respect it. I see a man. I remember seeing this guy. He had a big house, bunch of nice cars. Don't know if it's real money or fake money. You can't really get into a house with fake money. Like, that you own, like you gotta show them tax returns in most cases. Now, maybe could have did it hard money loan. You're gonna pay a fortune doing it that way. But dude in a big house, here go the man, big house. I'm like, okay, it's a nice house. All these nice cars, and here go a single woman. I know the single woman. I say, so hey, what about Buddy? Why you don't give him a shot? Why you don't, you say you want a husband? Why you don't? She was like, no, Not not in the man, like if I had to compare him to a cartoon character, he looked like dark-skinned Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. If I had to compare, and I think that's what she was alluding to. She was alluding to, Tony, that ain't the look that I want. Now, what she wanted is, like the black version of the Prince Charming, the man in the Cinderella movie or something. She wanted that. But guess what? The man who looked like the Mutant Ninja Turtle would love her down, would drunk her dirty bath water. The man who looked like Prince Charming don't want her. Don't want it in the least, because she don't look like what he looking for. And this the conniption. This the problem that I see that people find themselves in, wanting something that don't want them. So the man now, who looked like the Mutant Ninja Turtle, he would have wanted her. She don't want him. Now who she want, he don't want her. And now who he want, Prince Charming, who he want, she only want him if he got a bag, if he got money. If he got money, bring me my money. If he got money, now she'll want him. He ain't got no money. You could be tall, handsome, all you want to. If you broke, don't want you. Don't want you. Sorry. Unless she broke. Then it's about looks at that point. It's about looks. She got any kind of status? No, she gonna want some status. So I want you to think about this and realize. Think about this and realize now. You got to be careful when you think you finna play somebody. A lot of times when we think we finna play somebody, we play ourselves. We end up playing ourselves. So understand and realize that though. And don't get caught up listening, because one thing you rarely could play, and I'm going to tell you what happened when a woman chooses a man. When a woman chooses a man, y'all got to forgive me. My son texting. When a woman chooses a man, you never playing that man. Every man know now. He know why you choosing him. He ain't done. You're not getting over. So if you choose a man that is not attractive, but he got money, status, position, or anything like that, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why he getting with you. He getting with you because he want to do something with your kids, or because he is into men, or because he finna entrap you and abuse you, or he finna dog you out, which is still a form of abuse, like emotional abuse. He finna he's not getting with you because he believed that you really into him and you really genuine. What you have to realize as humans, we all have this, but I'm speaking on men right now. Men have a Rolodex, recall, memory, resume. So a man knows how he has been treated by women. He's never forgotten that. And he knows the type of woman that has been attracted to him, the type of woman that he's been able to get. So when you get with this man because of his position, his status, his name, his money, his whatever, he take and look at you And then he look at the rest of his history. So when he take and say, okay, nah, this woman here look like she stepped out of a magazine. The rest of the women look like they were listed in the classified page. So what is different? So then what he finna do? He finna Google himself. He finna see what come up on Google. I remember the NBA player, one of my guys, he said on an interview, he was like, he met up with this girl for a little date, and he asked her, could he hold her phone to look something up real quick? He went to Google. The last thing she had Googled is what is his net worth, his name, net worth. And I was like, raps. Done with her. First and last time he dealt with her. Probably even could have knocked off that night. Now, could have knocked off that night and then moved on with his life. She thought she was finna play him. Nope. Got him. So that's what you have to realize. And this is something that a lot of black male athletes, a lot of black successful men get bamboozled by this. That's why I'm so fortunate that I met my wife when I was broke and I ain't had no name. I wasn't doing nothing. Like I wasn't on nobody basketball or football team in college or high school. I was a nobody. I literally was a nobody. I don't even know if I was working in the grocery store. I don't even know if I was working. I was a slap bomb. Somebody talking about, man, you was a bomb. Block. Don't be coming on here chiming in when I'm telling my story. You was a bum. Block. And so this is what I'm trying to tell you. So I thank God for that. And now my wife, I remember asking her one time, I was like, do you even like me? Her exact response was, this ain't me now. I ain't saying this. Her exact response was, I don't think you realize how fine you are. Now, my wife don't say stuff like that now. My wife don't do no glazing. But because I was insecure and I was pressing her, she hit me with that. I ain't had nothing to offer the woman but looks. Back then, I had my little 8-pack of out. Had my little 8-pack of out. Had my full hairline. I was muscular. But as I thought about it later, I said, my wife told me as a rebound. Because I'm 5'10". Her ex before me is 6'4". He cheated on her. Dogged out. So I'm like, so she say, oh, the tall man cheated on me. I'm finna get little short stuff. Now that offended me. So but then I thought about it. I say, well, I still can't be mad because I ain't had nothing else to offer. And 5'10", she 5'7", 5'6". So I'm like, they ain't really that bad. And I'm like, it's different if I was Kevin Hart height now. If I was Kevin Hart height, now that's different. And didn't have no money. I had to look into something at that point. Well, no, that'll be pure love. Because if he ain't had nothing to offer. So see, you got to think about this. A man is calculating this. So don't think that you just finna wait on you a man with money and status and all of that. And I remember coaching a man, successful brother, and single. He had a girlfriend. He looked like, if I had to compare him to a cartoon character, he looked like a dark-skinned Kermit the Frog. You know the little skinny Kermit the Frog? He looked like a dark-skinned Kermit the Frog. So I tell one of my single clients who all day, every day, she talking about a man. She want a man. I got so tired of hearing about she want a man. And so I say, well, hey, I got this client successful. What you think? I sent it to her, sent her his picture. She wrote me back, no, absolutely not, Tony. Oh, you trying me? I say, hey, he do this now for a living. I'm thinking I'm finna get her like I had got one of my other clients to show her true colors, who first said a man looked terrible. And then when she found out he made good money, she flipped the story. Oh, yeah, I gotta have him. I said, okay. She ain't client no more, so I could tell the story. But that's when I learned about gold digging for real. Then I said, now you wrong. But now this other client, she was like, no, Tony, I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm like, got money now. She's like, I'm straight. I respect that. I love when a woman stick to her standards or her preferences, and she don't budge because a man got money. She don't let that be her reasoning, because you broken basic. As a woman, if all you want a man for is his money, that means that you are trash of a woman. So these women that's out here giving y'all advice to get a man with money who gonna cater to you and take care of you, they trash of women. Like, don't no man want that. You know what he want to do? Pee on your forehead. Literally. He know you getting with him for his money. He literally gonna be asking you, can he R. Kelly you? Golden shower. That's what he wants you for. Because no man in his right mind want to be with a woman for anything healthy and productive if all that woman want him for is his money. Well, Tony, the point of wanting a man for his money is doing it in such a way that he don't know. He's not dumb because he has a Rolodex. You got to remember, he didn't have a repertoire. He got a reputation. So when you look different than how the rest of his availability has looked, dead giveaway. I remember being with this couple, and the guy had a, prestigious job, and they were sitting there and we was at dinner, and they was talking, and she was like, I didn't even know he did such and such. He was like, what? Yeah, right. You know exactly what I did. Don't try to sit here and tell that lie. He knew. No, I didn't. I didn't even know. I really didn't know. Whatever. Now, guess what? I actually could believe that she ain't know. She that type of person that she could be oblivious to it. He also did not look like what he did. So I could believe that. But even though that could have been true, men do not give women the benefit of the doubt. If you don't look like they resume, what I mean by this, when I say resume, I want you to think about this in the job sense. If a man is going to apply to the dollar store, the Dollar General, 5 and below, and they turn his resume down, and then he go up here to Morgan Stanley, Charles Schwab, and he apply, and he get hired in the first week. What? Now, what is going on? Now, what in the fraud is y'all getting ready to do with my Social Security number? Oh, y'all finna have some corporate fraud that y'all finna pin on me. How you finna give me a corner office and have me over this particular department? Something finna come down crashing. The SEC must finna investigate y'all. Y'all trying to make me the fall dummy. Cause the Dollar General just turned me down last month. McDonald's ran me out the door. That's how it is when you choose a man because of his money or his family name or his status or his connections. He knows his level. What he want to do is he want to use you to get all of his nastiness out, and he don't feel bad about it. He don't feel bad about it. He want to use you. Because see, this is the thing. It's just like if what that young lady said was true, the trophy wife I married a monster. If what she said is true, so I ain't necessarily using her as an example. If what she said is true, that he touched their daughter, then that is why he got with her, so that she could reproduce a child that he could touch on. If what she said is true, we don't know if it's true. And I'm gonna tell you why it would be true, why he would do that. Because for one, I think she say she 20 years younger than him. And she's a pretty lady. He a everyday looking dude. Every man knows that the only reason a woman who is 20 years younger than you wants you is for one or two reasons. She got daddy issues, or she want financial stability. That's it. What she will say it is because of maturity. Child, you don't need somebody 20 years older than you to be able to relate to you. You're not Socrates. Don't be out here acting like you Plato or Socrates. You Martin Luther, the first one, not Martin Luther King Jr. Like, ye got to go 20 years up to have relatability. Child, please. We ain't trying to hear that. We are not trying to hear that. Nobody and their mama trying to hear that. That man, old as Methuselah. He's not dumb. He know that you using him for his money. So guess what he's gonna do? He's going to take you to the cleaners. He's gonna take you through the ringer. He might actually put a life insurance policy out for you and take you skydiving. Every month, y'all skydive. You like, he's so adventurous. Why we at we did the photo shoot where you hold me over the Niagara Fall. Why is he is so adventurous? He drive 100 miles an hour and he always love to run the red light when the truck coming on my side. Yeah. He got a $12 million life insurance policy on you. He trying to get you up out of here. You think you young. You think you sprinkling. You been had your ashes sprinkled. Because you're not fooling nothing. You're not fooling nothing. You're not playing nothing. You not coming up. He finna get you up out of here and be $12 million richer. Bring me my money. And then he finna wait 5 years and get him another one. Put a life insurance policy on her and get her up out of here. I mean, just look like a Colombian queen. Look like a mulatto Cinderella. Look good as you want to look. Oh, he finna run you through the, or he might just fix your credit and get $100,000 in credit. Get $500,000 in business credit. He got all kind of tractor trailers, box trucks, semis, everything. You don't even know about it. Your credit skyrocketed. He making all kind of money in a S corp in Grand Cayman. And next thing you know, irreconcilable differences. He got all kind of money from that box truck company over there on your business credit with your name, your social security number, and you thought you were coming up because he make a few $100,000 or $1 million a year. And you don't even realize this man got a $500,000 worth of credit line in your name on the business credit that you don't even know nothing about. Listen, y'all out here keep thinking these men dumb. You're gonna come up short. You're gonna come up short. Listen to what I'm telling you. Men are not dumb. Men built the world. A man built this computer I'm on, built this camera I'm using, built this microphone I'm using. You know what I'm trying to tell you? It was men who built this building that I'm in. Men ain't dumb. Men is not dumb. We might be simple. We ain't done. Don't get it twisted now. So when you go out here, you better go out here with your heart right and your mind right and your spirit right. And you better choose a man for the right reasons, because you choose him for the wrong reason, you're going to pay the piper. You're going to pay the piper. And sometimes it ain't you that's paying the piper. Sometimes he may make your child pay the piper. And then you paying the piper through emotional distress. He'll put you in a psychosis. I don't know, you know what that is? Sound good right there. We're going to use it. And that's what you got to realize and understand. So listen, stop listening to these, and excuse my French, dumb women tell y'all to get a man for his money, because more and more y'all going to come up missing. More and more y'all going to have your kids in the crosshairs getting mistreated. Sometimes it's not always touching. Sometimes not always sexual. Sometimes it's physical. Fist, palm, bike hand. And it's his internal pain, his childhood trauma. So now he backhanding your 5-year-old son, 10-year-old son. He telling him, if you tell your mama, I'ma to her. The child can't decode that. So here you is, you got a man for his money, and you leaving your kids with him. And your kids going through all kind of chaos in Satan's house. All because your heart was in the wrong place and you chose a man for the wrong reasons. And you chose a monster. So listen, don't ever make that mistake. Choose a man for his character and his character only. Everything else will be added onto it. The money will be added onto it. Now, yeah, it's okay if you make a lot of money, if you make a certain amount of money, that you have some type of standard for the amount of money you want him to make, so that y'all somewhat close in proximity, so it's not too jarring to his male ego or what have you, or so that he not using you. That's different. I had a client, she make over 300,000, and she was like, yeah, you said, don't worry about how much a man make. I say, you got to realize I'm talking to the average. I'm talking to women who make 50K to 70K on my YouTube channel. 90% of the women don't make more than 70K, 80K. That's a lot of money. I say, you making 300-400. I ain't talking to you. So yeah, you making 400. He need to be making about 250, 3 for y'all to even be compatible. Like, I can't even tell you to trust no man who making no 30K and you making 10 times what he make. I can't trust him. And I don't know what he got up his sleeve. Even though she pretty and she fit and she got everything going for her, he could genuinely be attracted to her. But making 10 times what a man make, yeah, you taking a chance. You taking a chance. Now, yes, he could be rare. He could be. I wouldn't bet on it. I would not bet on it. So, yeah. Hey, God bless you. Y'all got to forgive me. Text my family back. My son in the group chat. God is good. For those y'all in the Blessed Tribe, y'all know what's going on with my family behind the scenes. Y'all know about it over there in the Blessed Tribe. Thank y'all. Don't put it in the comments over here. This ain't for the general public. But God bless you to the Blessed Tribe. God is moving. God is doing some things. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And so tomorrow will be potentially, hopefully, a new chapter. And in that situation we was talking about over there in the Blessed Tribe. So God bless y'all. Thank you for your support, prayers, everything. God bless you. And also, if you in my customer service email, remember, I'm approving every single email. So if it's urgent, just send it again and just put in the subject urgent. If it ain't urgent, you got to expect a little bit of time. Now, people been asking me, Tony, let me help with that customer service. I already got help with it, but I still have to approve it. I don't like just stuff be going out. Sometimes stuff go out and people be like, they'll write back in. I don't think Mr. Gaskins would be pleased with how you running his company. Yeah, I approve that. Put your butt right in your place. Don't be right there ignorant with no attitude. This ain't McDonald's. The customer is not always right over here. You better bring the right energy and respect. Don't be hollering at nobody. I'm still ghetto. Nah, the Lord's still working on me. Your butt gonna get told. Nah, this not a corporate 500 Inc. 500 company where all of that right there. I ain't got no BBB. You would get told off in the name of the Lord. God forgive me. But hey, God bless you. Y'all gotta give my son. This guy. Hey, God bless y'all. Make sure you get over Tony Gaskins Academy. Get your January course. Get your life right. And listen, if your 2025 goes terrible, I hope the Lord remind you. Well, Tony had a $25 course giving you the game, give you some motivation, start your year off right. But you so broke-minded. You're so scarcity-minded. You think everything a scam. So you ain't gonna get the course. So now you sitting here broke, busted, dusted, and disgusted. And now the course 4 times the price it was in December. So don't say I ain't tell you. A lot of times people think I just be selling courses. No, I be giving away the game, and I be giving to you at a fraction of the cost. In everything that I sell on Tony Gaskins Academy, I could easily, the market price is 10 times that amount. But hey, God bless y'all. We'll talk soon. Keep your head up. Keep going.